I am standing in front of my 1997 S10 project truck that I have a dream of turning into a replica style NASCAR race truck, but I have no money and that's a problem. So I started this truck about 7 years ago, and I have not got very far. My original goal is to powder coat the entire vehicle because I own a powder coating business. We're actually standing in my second building, and there's a booth there and a really big oven back there. So we are still going down that route with this S10, but I've always been a NASCAR. I've always loved the way those NASCAR trucks looked back in that day. So my goal is to get this as close as possible, but I am out of money and it's going to take a lot because I haven't decided. I've got this motor here. It's a 350 out of my 78 Corvette, or I would love to put an LS3 or 7 into this thing, turnkey manual transmission type of deal, but that takes a lot of money. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to be getting rid, you can't see it, but we'll do a close up here, of that right there. That is my 2025 GMC Sierra AT4, and currently my monthly payment on that truck is $1,500. I had sworn I would never make a payment that high on a vehicle. That is more than I spent on my very first house and my second house that I ever bought. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell that back to the dealership. We're going to get out of it. I'm sitting on it okay. It is a business vehicle, but we have our Silverado that we'll be driving in the meantime. And every single month, that $1,500 I'm saving is going into that S10 project. We've also done some work on our Silverado there. That will become my daily driver. Until this project is done, we will just keep flooding it with cash. So hopefully you guys will subscribe, give me some likes, give me some comments, help this channel grow so that maybe I can pull in some sponsorship on this. I would love to do air ride suspension, like a ride tech setup. I would love to get a fuel cell put in the thing, wheels, tires, EFI, all of that good stuff that costs so much money. And obviously we've got to sandblast the entire chassis and all of that kind of stuff. So the first step is to get the truck sold, which I've already contacted my good friend Ben. He actually runs a YouTube channel, but he's not active. Praska Boys Garage. Check it out if you're into flipping four-wheelers and stuff like that. But anyways, he is a GM at a dealership that I am trying to sell it back. That's where I bought it. So if he gives me a good buyback value on it, that car is going to go to him. I'm going to downgrade about 11 years in technology, comforts, and all that stuff. But I will have a lot more cash to throw at this S10. So in this video, we are going to be pulling this motor out. So let's get into it. Did you get it?
I got most of the way through it. I gotta figure out
Readjust.
how I'm gonna get it around to the top side.
Man, I would think it'd be so rusted out it'd just fall apart.
Right? Oh yeah, watch out. Shoot sparks that way.
Okay. That came out too easy.
Right. I have to take the oil filter off.
Oh, I don't want to do that. You got to come from the backside anyways. That's the bolt goes in that way. The head's right there.
How would they do that?
Do you have a ratchet?
Yeah.
With a... All right, we're ready to pump on this thing?
I think so.
That's a scary thought. You sure?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tension there. We might need a, yeah. It's loose? Are we bound up on the firewall there? It feels like you are. Your life under there. Are you good?
Yeah, yeah. Good work.
Oh! So we did everything but the fuel line. Huh?
Good gas, man.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I can smell it. Cutters.
Thanks, Smith. That's what I was.
I don't know if you'll be able to get around it though. That one you will, but I don't know if they're around.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Problem is, it's probably hooked up right here. How the fuck is that bolted on there?
I don't know, maybe it's on there.
This is why when people do these removals, they just kind of.
Tip them out. We're heading over here. Oh yeah, it goes there. Yeah, go on. Yep. Maybe some up.
We just gotta keep. Hold on. Just start pulling it out. I just gotta wiggle it past all this shit. So filming is really hard. We kept having issues and I had this one set up, but I forgot to turn it back on. But as you can see, the motor is now out of the S10. I will tell you, if you are doing this on your own, make sure, one, you get your fuel lines disconnected. That held us up and we couldn't figure it out for a while. Two, your motor mounts are going to be an issue. So there was a motor mount there. This is a heat shield, I believe. That was an issue with the starter. So going back, we should have taken the starter off and we should have disconnected our fuel lines. But other than that, it came out fairly easy. We did make a mess on our floor when the tail shaft came out, but we'll get that cleaned up tomorrow. And we are that much closer on this project to getting this whole chassis broken down for my NASCAR themed build. Now I just gotta sell that so I can pay for it. People are gonna tell me I'm crazy, and I might be a little bit crazy, but this truck will be so much fun to drive, and I can always buy another one of those down the road. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.